And whenever you ask women, hey, what would you be like as a man? They're like, they all presume they're going to be 6'3" and good looking. And the reality is that is not how the genetic distribution works.
Sorry, but if I was a man, I would be the biggest slut ever.
No, you would not, because this would be you. Here's a still image from your video, and here's you as a male.
I would get the mullet haircut.
As depicted here.
I would get the slutty little mustache.
Let's see if that helps.
I would do the day in the life videos that start off in my boxers. And
I'm going to stop you right there. She's imagining that if she was a man, she would be the kind of man that she looks at on her phone. Women of many qualities are always in demand. So they imagine if I was a man, I would be in demand. And then they think, how do I feel about men who are in my demand? And then they make up stories about how easy life would be. Life is not easy for this man. He's not getting any views on his boxer shorts day in the life story.
oh my God, like they have it so easy and they do it every time.
Remember, when they say they have it easy, they mean them, not you and me. Men have it so easy. Now, just apply that same principle to economics and the workforce. Men have it so easy. Not these ones, these men. These men have it so easy. And that's why men need to be last in line for jobs. Men. And now you understand the situation. Are you having a hard time? Well, that doesn't matter because men have it so easy. These ones. And that's what they mean by equality. You can do more and get less, but it doesn't matter because men have it easy. Quiet, you.
I'm sorry, but if I was a man, I would be the biggest slut ever. I would get the mullet haircut. I would get the slutty little mustache. I would do the day in the life videos that start off in my boxers.
I do a helicopter with my dick every morning.
Okay, so I hear women say this, and the thing is, whenever we ask women, so they did an experiment. They did an experiment where they took average-looking guys and then gave the Tinder profiles to women. And how do you think the women did as far as picking up other women?
Horrible.
Abjectly fucking horrible. They were incredibly bad because when women had to actually go out and pursue, they had no concept of manufacturing attraction whatsoever. And whenever you ask women, hey, what would you be like as a man? They're like, they all presume they're going to be 6'3" and good looking. And the reality is that is not how the genetic distribution works.
I would put my dick in everything.
Yeah, but again, but who would have sex with you? Like what I'm saying is, if you all of a sudden you're a man,
like a watermelon,
and you're like a 4-0,
then you would be a fuck.
You are correct. You're correct. That's actually that's completely accurate. Actually, anybody have anything else you want to say about this, guys? Whenever women take over male dating accounts, it's disasters. And there was one lady who actually went and pretended to be a man for several years and saw how horrible it was for men, and then took her own life. Okay, when she saw how horrible it is for men.
Took her own life?
Yes, she took her own life.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is a long time ago. It was more like 20 years ago. But in these situations, when you see this, I just don't think women understand. It's not like, I'm not talking about me. I live on the Strip. I have an awesome girlfriend, and I make a good living. I'm talking about guys who are day laborers out in fucking South Texas. I'm talking about dudes who work up in Wyoming on an oil rig and just are lucky to get home alive. When you realize the majority of men are making like 51,000 or less. And the average man in the United States is like 5'9". And you listen to what women say they want, there's this massive disconnect. And so there's this huge group of men that are left behind. And so when women say this, they're like, well, when I become a man, of course, you're going to be a fucking NBA small forward with a huge penis who makes $100 million a year. That's what you
helicopter
think.
with,
but it's not. But it's not like that. Like a lot of guys can't do the helicopter. Sorry, Bree. What if you became a man and there was no helicopter for you? What happens there?
Just try harder.
I go to the med spa. And
The med spa. Yeah.
So I feel like some guys when they grow up they always want to get a woman that's like their mother, and when they grow up around certain women, things change. So I was with my son in Florida the other day. You know what my son told me? He's like, I want a woman that looks like Kim Kardashian. And I'm like, and obviously you see my body type. So he was like, I want a woman that looks like Kim Kardashian, this and that, and all these girls are hitting me at school, but he's like, she's too young for me and she's flat chested, and he was 12 talking about this.
No.
And I looked at him and I was like, Aiden, do you realize that's not the expectation?
I'm looking for 5 men who want to learn how to level up their social circle and attract high-quality women using nothing but your IG in 5 days. If this is you, hit the link below.